Hey guys, it's Took1 Maxwell here. Welcome to another edition of TNA Throwback. This is of course the TNA series we've got going back in 2006. We're on the road to Destination X, and this is our go home show. So hopefully we can put on a good show for you guys, and then a very stellar pay-per-view. In game, it's 24 hours away because it is the Sunday the pay-per-view is happening, so hopefully we can carry some good momentum on. Before we start the show, just the usual shout-outs as always. Thank you very much for watching, it's deeply appreciated. If you are enjoying it, say if you want to hit that like button, leave any comments you like to say, whether it be positive or negative. Let us know how you're finding the series, who you'd like to see possibly signed in the future, and just in general how your TEW saves are going. Another thing I'm going to ask, because it has been tempting me for quite a while, has anyone purchased the World of Mixed Martial Arts game, also made by the Grey Dog Software Studios? I'm tempted to pick it up. I'm really am tempted. So if you get any experience with it, let me know how you have found it. I don't think it'd be anything that we'll see a series on. More so something to play offline, but I'm just really curious to know everyone's general opinions. But apart from that, as I say, as far as I'm aware as well, there's wee issues with notifications from YouTube. So if you haven't already, hit the sub button and that wee alarm thing. Some people say they're not getting videos. I seem to be getting most of the people that I'm subscribed to popping up, but hey, YouTube, they promise you a lot of things, and a lot of that doesn't exactly happen. But anyway, that aside, let's crack on to the show. Held in front of a sold-out Lauderdale Lake Centre in Florida, we have 3,500 fans in attendance. Look at that smirky face. It can only mean one man, and we start the show with the general manager of TNA, I was going to call him Impact there, Eric Bischoff. Welcome everyone to another exciting edition of TNA Impact. In just a short 24 hours, we will see our top athletes do battle at Destination X. We know that Christian Cage will defend the NWA TNA Heavyweight Championship against Raven. We've also got Abyss, the Monster Abyss, versus the Icon Sting. Samoa Joe is there a mystery opponent for the X Division Championship, and it's about time that I add a final championship match to that card. Run the Truth Killings and Monty Brown have been doing well as tag team champions, and you guys will defend those belts against not just one team, but two. You'll face Team 3D, of course, Brother Ray and Brother Devon, and also getting their rematch will be America's Most Wanted, James Storm, and the Wildcat, Chris Harris. So that's a D47 there, so very happy with that. Overall, I feel like, especially when I'm presenting the shows, I might need to speak a little bit slower, because I tend to speak very fast, commonly being Scottish. So for some people it may be harder to understand me, so I'm going to try and pace myself a bit better. But going back to the angle itself, show gets off to a strong start. The angle got the crowd hotter as well, and Bischoff came across very well. His performance was good. Does continue a storyline, but that's really because I'm trying to phase these storylines out, get the heat of them across, and start afresh post Destination X. So that's one tag team match, or one match at least, confirmed for the event. Opening contest is an extremely short match. It sees Samoa Joe defeat Shannon Moore in 3:36 with the Kukuna Clutch. C-55, actually not too bad a performance from Shannon, where he's 42, considering he was off his game. But very happy with that. Good performance. And yeah, does the job. Puts Joe over, continuing his momentum. Gets the mic, and it's a quick promo for a few words about his Destination X opponent. Whoever my opponent may be this Sunday, you saw week after week after week the decimation of each superstar who steps before me. Just like those weak men, you will fall victim. You will be another man who will fall asleep. I said it once and I'll say it again. It might be Destination X, but it's your destination hospital. So a B-72, very strong promo from Samoa Joe, and the segment did deserve better commentary, so a warning for his potential opponent. Of course, guys, if you want to let me know who you feel that could be, comment section. Let's see who can guess who it is. Confirmed it's not Funaki. And about that, decent reaction from the crowd. but also had subpar wrestling, unfortunately. Gail Kim defeated ODB and Lisa Moretti in 9 minutes and 12 when Gail Kim defeated Lisa Moretti by pinfall. D42, of course, this is back in 2006, so Gail Kim has yet to really properly break through because there wasn't a proper knockouts division. Early days, but she's going to be one of the pioneers of our division, so we have to try and get her winning and gaining overness from wins over Lisa Moretti. A few negatives here. Gail Kim is penalised at portraying a heel, because obviously at this point in time she was still with America's Most Wanted. Lisa Moretti declining physical ability, and with it being a storytelling match, a few negatives there as well. Next up, a decent matchup. Jeff Hardy defeated Bobby Roode 8 minutes 17 with a front flint senton, just say a swanton bomb. E+50. Pretty even in terms of performance. Jeff would be more over, but Bobby Roode would be technically better. But a decent matchup here. Jeff's not really been on the show recently, so it gives him a matchup, which leads into our next segment. We head back to Eric Bischoff's office. We're out of nowhere. We've got Petey Williams in. He's bursting in. He's really annoyed that he's not, getting much opportunities. So what he's decided to say is, Bischoff, I want a word with you. Bischoff's a bit annoyed, a bit pissed off. Just says, what the hell do you want? And Petey Williams says, here we go again. Another superstar. Just handpicked an opportunity on Impact. I mean, where the hell has Jeff Hardy been lately? And he just gets thrust straight into some TV time. Where's my TV time, Eric? Where's my spotlight? Eric Bischoff's got that kind of demeanour, showing that he can't be bothered. It's like, Petey, go away, you're annoying. And he's just said, you know what, Petey? Fine. I'm fed up with your moaning and complaining. At Destination X, you will go one-on-one with Jeff Hardy, and if you win, I'll even give you an X Division title match for doing so. How the hell is that for an opportunity? So a D+52, a cheap way of getting Jeff Hardy on the pay-per-view, but a good opportunity as well for Petey Williams, and that is a D+52 segment. Next up, we've got Ron the Truth Killings, who joins Mike Tenay and Don West at commentary for tonight's next match. Truth says, we're ready for all comers. We're both experienced pros who know how to get the job done, but both Team 3D and America's Most Wanted are both going to be a challenge this Sunday. The match is going to be Monty Brown in action, so D43. And recent matchup, we see James Storm defeat Monty Brown in 10:08 with a handful of the tights, C-56. Basically here, building up James Storm, because obviously he's not as over, Monty Brown's fairly over, but it puts a bit of doubt in whether or not Brown and the Killings can retain the championship. At the same time, builds up AMW as we progress. Actually, not too many negatives there, so I'm fairly happy with that. We then have a good matchup that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Bryan Danielson defeating BG James in 8:04 by submission with a bridging double chicken win. C+68 is good. Danielson with a far better performance over BG James. A fairly good co-main event as well. No negatives, so that's really good to see. This will lead into an angle. Panting and struggling for breath, which is like half my YouTube videos, BG James takes a microphone and says, now Bryan Danielson, what happened here tonight was nothing more than a fluke victory. You're all big and mighty thinking you're some sort of submission specialist, but I bet your ass you couldn't make my own friend Kip James tap out. Paul Heyman turns around and goes, oh, is that so, Mr. James? But on behalf of my client, Mr. Danielson, he gladly accepts the challenge and looks forward to facing Kip James at Destination X. We shall see you there. So a D+52. Kip James versus Bryan Danielson is going to happen, so I just thought Billy Gunn wasn't too bad as a singles athlete. He was more so the kind of worker. Road Dogg was the kind of mouthpiece. So I feel like that could be a decent match on Destination X. We then lead into our main event promo segment with Christian, Cage and Sting. Sting says, Abyss, Raven, tonight will just be a preview of what happens tomorrow when we both win our respective matches. Christian says, we'll search hard and afar for tag team partners. But actually, we found someone pretty close to home with a great history with myself and a great pedigree. They're a bunch of brothers who are more than ready for a fight. In steps Brother Ray and Brother Devon from Team 3D. Brother Ray says, "That's right, boys. We didn't need no second invitation. We're here to help our friends and give ourselves more momentum going into Destination X by kicking your asses all over the arena and, of course, putting your asses through a table." Of course, Devon pops in with "Oh my brother, testify." So the mystery partners was Team 3D. The promo was a solid C+66. Devon and Christian enjoying going off script. Sting didn't do great, but the storyline attached to this did gain a little bit of heat. And our main event match, which was of course the 8-man tag, the team of Christian Cage, Sting and Team 3D defeated Raven, Abyss and the Naturals, of course as Douglas and Stevens. They've aligned themselves with Raven in 1408 when Christian defeated Stevens by pinfall. So at C-56, Christian carries the momentum into Destination X. You can see there are a variety of different performances. The ups of Christian at 59, Sting as well. Raven done decent, and then the poor ratings of the likes of Douglas and Stevens, but we need to build them up. That's why they've been aligned with Raven. So a few negatives there, but overall, end the show with a decent and respectable C61, which will increase our popularity in 11 different regions. So at least at the moment, going into Destination X, it's going to point us with a card of Samoa Joe against a mystery opponent. It's going to see Jeff Hardy versus P.T. Williams. It's going to see Ron the Truth Killings and Monty Brown defending their tag team championships against AMW and Team 3D. Kip James against Bryan Danielson, Sting versus Abyss, and Christian versus Raven for the NWA TNA Heavyweight Championship. And we'll probably throw in a knockouts match as well, just to give them more exposure and build up their division. Overall, pretty happy with that. Sounds like a stacked card. If you guys want to put any predictions in the chat as well, I'd be deeply appreciated. Get a bit of an interaction there. And yeah, show done well. That's good to see. Funaki joins, as I say, that's someone that's going to help our X Division add some depth in it, so I can possibly move some people who are in the X Division up to the Tag Division to add a bit more depth there. If we just click on Funaki, he will be assigned to a role as an upper mid-carder. Well, that's interesting. He won't be an upper mid-carder for long. He's probably going to here to put people over. Might give him one rerun. But yeah, things are looking good. Slowly but surely getting southeast to the cult size. And then as soon as that is at 48, I'm going to make it. We will start to work on the mid-south. And yeah, just settle in decent. Yeah, nice and casual at that level. Overall, things are looking good. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And hopefully, I'll see you for next week's episode, which is TNA Destination X. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.